The National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's coming up next.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's got room at the 30. And he's in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense comes out led by their quarterback, Joe Burrow. Can they keep him healthy? Because when he's good, he's so good. Won the Heisman during his days at LSU. Took this team to the Super Bowl. Now, Greg, year 5 for Burrow with the Bengals.
We're about to watch one of the most gifted passers in the league, Mike, and it's not only just his arm talent. That's, of course, off the charts, but his ability to process, his ability both pre and post-snap to operate maybe on a little bit of a different level than some of the other quarterbacks around the league. I mean, he is...
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game, it's a pick six and an early touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick six. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return is Chase Brown. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense going to take over now for the second time. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They bring Chase in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. He'll check this down to the running back. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Burrow here on 2nd down. That's to his tight end, Eric All. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A carry here for Brown. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They'll run with Moss. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Zach Moss. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals are on the board. It's now 14-7. The TD on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to let this one go deep. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Third and 9. And in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. Big-time play with Hurts and Brown. 65 yards.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with him and take that play away.
To throw is Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line. So a little extra time to think about this 3rd and goal as we've hit the end of the first. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he'll take it on in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will take a 21-7 lead.
Bengals 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Brown now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. The Bengals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out, first down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of 6.
He's certainly making a strong case to be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Week. I mean, a touchdown earlier, now a sack. I mean, you talk about impacting the game in all areas. This guy's having himself a ball game.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing, Browning. They'll set up the screen to Brown. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. Back deep for Philly, it's Cooper DeJean. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Hurts working in the pistol. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. Second down and 3. Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll take this down to the 47. Geno Stone with the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Hurts gonna hold on to this one.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
3rd and 5. Here's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Gain of 9 yards and an Eagle first down.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Dotson, the man in motion. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Hurts will try it again. This one is caught by Dotson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Again, Hurts. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining. in the first half. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Hurts again. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bengals offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Throwing is Burrow. That's complete to all the tight ends. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On first down, Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Now, Burrow. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it'll lead to a second down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Burrow here on second down. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. 3rd and a yard. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Good blocking, and he's in. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals are able to cut into the deficit. Closing seconds of this 1st half, and this kickoff is away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Brown now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. 18 yards, and a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Burrow to throw. This one deep downfield for Chase. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's caught left side by Goddard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
First and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he will go all the way. Tim Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals are back to within 7. It's 28-21. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
So out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, Man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Charlie Jones deep to return. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 1st-round pick.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a 1st-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Run up the middle with Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's Barkley. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. A pistol snap back to Hurts. He's going to keep it himself. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, to stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He puts it up, and it's caught. Devontae Smith Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
He'll get that to all his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Tight end on the move left. They'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Charlie Jones. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now, a big 3rd down. Now, Burrow. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Brown. And he's going to have the Bengals first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on 4th and 3.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
Burrow now to throw on first down. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Burrow. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to come up with the late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.